There are a lot of ways on how you can get involved in what is called e-service learning. What is e-service learning, by the way? Before we go into that, you must understand what is service learning in general. Service learning is a teaching method of connecting your learning needs of the community. It involves surveys, learning objectives, reflection, and building community partnership to expose students to the needs of the community. It gives opportunity to students to apply their classroom knowledge to a community project. It also gives opportunity to students to have an active learning community and gives a greater impact to the community. Do you know that with the ease of technology-based learning experience offer the flexibility of service learning and online learning? The ease of this technology has able to free service learning from geographical constraints. Furthermore, by equipping online learning with suitable online tools can promote engagement. Undergraduate students enrolled in ICT for Community Services course have just completed their e-service learning project. In this project, undergraduate students have been installing cable network and wireless networking for low-income schools in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. The main content taught in this course was computer networking and cabling infrastructure. This course exposes students the use of a range of cabling and connectivity, the various types of network devices, network tools, and network equipment. This course was delivered partially online and partially on-site through an online platform. Those who study e-service learning call for techniques to enhance engagement, and hybrid service learning answers this call. Since the pandemic of COVID-19 has forced education system worldwide to find alternatives for face-to-face instruction, it has forced students to respond to rapid change on how to learn and interact with them through online. There are 4 types of e-service learning that had been categorized. The first one, called Type 1 Hybrid e-service learning, where instruction occur fully online and service occur face-to-face on-site. The second one, called Type 2 Hybrid e-service learning, where instruction occur on-site and service conducted fully online. The third one, called Type 3 Hybrid e-service learning, where instruction occur both partially on-site and partially online. The last type, called Type 4 Extreme e-service learning, where instruction and service occur 100% fully online. The last type is shortened as XESL. In the study, we have utilized the Type 3 Hybrid e-service learning. The 5 steps of service learning acts as a baseline for the development of online community engagement in a hybrid Type 3 service learning format. The following are the 5 steps of service learning. The first step, investigation. The second step, planning and preparation. The third step, implementing the service activity. The fourth step, reflection. And finally, the fifth step, demonstration and celebration. By encouraging students to involve in the local community, it provides students to develop generic skills as well. This experience enriches students to actively interact with online course material and online learning activities. Although hybrid service learning could easily be applied to various online learning activities, challenges arise when digitizing computer network installation learning materials and learning activities for the use of online with educational applications. disengagement in online learning has been one of the challenges to community engagement and service learning. In addition to this, students' feelings of isolation, frustration, and confusion has caused disengagement as well in online learning. Therefore, in implementing service learning through online platform, educators need to design learning activities that can engage students in their learning. Based on current trends, by integrating gamification elements in students' online service learning activities is one of the ways to mitigate disengagement in online platform.
Here, we designed and developed an online learning platform called GameCell, which referred to Type 3 Hybrid e-service learning for undergraduate students that take co-curriculum course in one of university in Malaysia. The learning activities in GameCell were designed with gamification elements that help promote students' engagement towards their learning activities. To look at the effect of gamification integration, we analyzed from the log file of GameCell online platform in detail according to students' frequency of gamification elements. Then, each student was analyzed thoroughly and were classified into levels of student engagement. The levels of student engagement were categorized with Level 1, optimal engagement, as the highest engagement, and Level 5, rebellion engagement, as the lowest engagement. The frequency of each of these criteria, namely rebellion, retreatism, ritual compliance, strategic compliance, and optimal engagement, were documented in the table.
Overall, hybrid service learning through GameCell helps students to engage better with their learning, especially when there is no physical interaction, especially in circumstances of COVID-19 pandemic. GameCell also helps students to monitor their progress during the course. Tracking changes in performance across time with hybrid service learning, resulting in more engagement. Instructor can use GameCell to provide feedback on their performance with badges, experience points, level, and leaderboard. We also gathered feedback on how students perceive use of GameCell for their learning, so we can improve on how to utilize gamification elements effectively for future courses. Majority of the students reported higher learning outcome attainment in the learning process, especially during the implementation of gamified hybrid service learning. The results from this study showed that gamified hybrid service learning had a positive impact on students' engagement and generic skills.
Hybrid service learning through GameCell has fostered students' engagement, which at the same time able to support the mastery skills as well as their knowledge development. To investigate the impact of our innovation, we conducted an observation of the learning activities by students through GameCell towards their engagement from data log. We also collect perception from students to understand how they feel and respond towards the implementation of hybrid service learning. We found out that majority of the students were engaged actively in GameCell. From another perspective, the impact of hybrid service learning, we also found that it helps promote students' generic skills and performance by the learning activities that were designed in the GameCell based on the 5 steps of service learning. Special thanks to Institute for Life Ready Graduate, UTM I-League, and Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities.